Of Nigerian physicians in the Americas represents the professional interests of 4,000 odd physicians, dentists, and allied health professionals of Nigerian birth, ethnicity, or empathy in the United States, Canada, and the Caribbean. And they are providing a platform for medical and scientific dialogue on issues of health within North America, the Caribbean, and Africa, pertinent to persons of descent from the Nigerian diaspora. The upcoming 2025 ANPA Week comprises the ANPA Medical Mission and the 31st Annual Convention and Scientific Assembly. This medical mission will take place at Lagos, April 4th to 8th, 2025, followed by the convention, which will take place at Eco Hotel, April 9th to the 12th. Well, to tell us more about it, we have two ANPA members, Dr. Adedeji Adefuye, ANPA 2025 Convention Local Organizing Committee Chair. You're a local organizing chair, but you're in America. Okay, no problem. And Dr. Getty Anyanwoke, ANPA President-elect, and she is in Baton Rouge, also in the United States. Good morning, doctors.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Thanks for joining us today. Now, Dr. Getty, can you give us a quick overview of the 2025 ANPA Medical Week?
So, a quick review. ANPA, first of all, is Association of the Nigerian Physicians in America. Was incorporated 30 years ago, 1995, mainly for educational, scientific, and charitable purposes. We're a tax-exempt non-profit organization under the Section 501c3 revenue code of the Internal Revenue in the United States. Every year, we do what we call ANPA sponsored medical week. We also have ANPA. We also have other ANPA medical missions, but this one that we come on in April every year is ANPA sponsored. It encompasses not just a medical mission, medicine, surgery, dental, eye surgeries. It also encompassing skills transfer as well as advocacy. So that in a nutshell is what we are coming to Nigeria to do in April. It's going to be done at LUT, Federal Medical Center in Butemeta, the Indo Eye Clinic in off of Murtala Mohammed Airport Way. We are also collaborating with the Nigeria Health Ministry, Lagos State Government, and Rotary International.
Dr. Adefuye, why was Lagos chosen as the host city for this medical event?
Yeah, it's quite interesting. It took some time for us to be able to agree. This is actually will be the second convention we're going to be having in Nigeria. We previously had one in Abuja. So this is going to be the 30th anniversary, and we thought that it would make sense for us to come and do this in Nigeria. And a lot of factors were actually put in place before we arrived in Lagos. One is the availability of facilities, what our target audience will be, and a big part of what this convention will do is actually trying to collaborate with various stakeholders, particularly in establishment and funding of healthcare. For that reason, we thought that Lagos would be the best place to be able to do this. And you did mention the fact that I'm in the United States, and I'm the chair of the local organizing committee. Yes, I'm a Lagosian at heart, and I'm in Lagos a lot of times. So. Okay. I'm not a physician that actually stays just in the US. Okay. I have very large connections and networks in Lagos in particular and all over Nigeria. And that's why I'm actually chairing this organizing committee.
Okay. Madam President-elect, how does ANPA, how do ANPA activities align with the broader health goals of the state, the nation?
So right now, we know that the Lagos state government and, in fact, the federal government of Nigeria is trying to increase the capacity of healthcare professionals in Nigeria. And so our mission that we come to Nigeria every year properly aligns with this, because what it does is, instead of us looking at those of us that have gone abroad as, people that have jackpot, we're actually jackpot dying back to Nigeria, bringing the knowledge, the skills that we have learned to benefit our own people in Nigeria. And remember, I talked about skills transfer and helping to educate the people that are coming behind us, so that it will help to increase the healthcare manpower in the country, in Nigeria. We are also advocating for emergency medical services, which is part of our mission. We bring the training capacity for stop the bleed, which would happen if somebody had an accident and they are bleeding. We want as many people in Nigeria to understand how to save that person. There is the BLS training, which is basic life skills, to teach people how to help people. If you notice, there's been quite a number of significant people that die suddenly in Nigeria. And when people are there, a lot of times they don't even know what to do to help. And you see people bring their camera out or pouring water on the person. We want to teach them the skills to be able to save people. So, in a nutshell, that is what we bring back, and it aligns with the state government and the federal government of Nigeria, increasing healthcare capacity in the country.
Let me stay with you, madam, for a bit and ask about the impact that have been recorded or testimonials from previous ANPA weeks. And maybe that is some kind of impetus for sustaining it over the years.
So I would first of all preface that by saying that ANPA would love a situation where we don't need to come and do medical mission in Nigeria. But at this point, we felt that we do have to come to Nigeria to help, in as much as we know we cannot solve all the problems. There has been a lot of testimonials. When ANPA comes, ANPA does surgeries. We do from neurosurgery, cardiothoracic surgery. We do gynecological surgeries. I mean, I've seen a lot of testimonials and people that maybe could not afford that surgery and have waited for years. They do angiographies. I have seen young people with huge breast masses that have been taken out by ANPA. There are people that didn't even know they had high blood pressure. They didn't know they had diabetes. And just think about it. A lot of people, thousands of people every single year that is being positively impacted. And when you positively impact somebody, you've impacted that family and helped them out where it concerns their healthcare. Some of these surgeries would cost millions of naira, and a lot of times ANPA does it for free. So there are a lot of testimonials from our people. Thank you.
Dr. Adefuye.
If I can actually add,
Yes.
if I can actually add to that, because I want to make sure this is actually complete. It's not just the patients who benefit from this. All the things that we do, we actually do in collaboration with our colleagues in Nigeria. We recognize the fact that, for example, if you come to conduct surgeries, you're going to finish the surgery, you're going to pack your bags and leave. But the aftercare for surgeries is extremely important. So part of this is actually also knowledge and technical transfer to ensure that our colleagues who are in Nigeria, who probably hasn't done such surgeries before, have the opportunity to be part of conducting the surgery, are the ones who actually will also take over the management of this patient after the mission actually leaves. In many instances, the instruments that are actually used for these surgeries are not available in Nigeria. Centers where we conduct such surgeries, those instruments are actually left as donation to those centers, so that in a way, it's not just the patients alone who benefit. The healthcare, infrastructure industry, and those who are collaborators also benefit from such missions.
And that's quite instructive. I was waiting to hear something like that, which is why I wanted you to also speak to it. So, how about and this, you may want to expatiate on what you just said now about the benefits to help medical practitioners with this question that I'm asking you. So, in your own opinion, resident in Nigeria or being brought in, what measures would you say are in place to ensure that this medical mission provide sustainable healthcare solutions rather than just short-term aid, beside, the infrastructure that usually bring in and live here?
I'll tell you that the ANPA mission is just one of several things that we do. And over the years, I've had the opportunity to be part of several teams, and the emergency preparedness plan for the federal government of Nigeria, working with actually diaspora desk in Abuja. I think Dr. Abike Dabiri is actually the one who mans the desk. We've actually had collaborations with them for very many years. And she actually attends virtually every AMPA meeting in the US. So we contribute beyond just coming for AMPA mission. We conduct several workshops, orthopedic workshops, ophthalmology workshops. We were talking about, stop the bleed. We have also conducted workshops on, what is it again that Dr. Asonye actually does? Helping babies breathe. We do know that in Nigeria, we have probably the highest infant and maternal mortality rates in the whole world. And this particular, is actually focused on helping those, even at the lowest level of healthcare delivery, the primary care providers who actually deliver babies, to be able to equip them with the simplest ways of ensuring that when women actually give birth to babies, those babies actually have a chance at life. And this is not only done just at the primary centers. Part of it is establishing that people understand the limits of what the knowledge will take them, and that they actually take action immediately if they need to transfer to secondary or or tertiary centers. So we have all these workshops that actually happen all year round, just beyond the AMPA week. In addition to that, I think the president-elect mentioned AMPA sponsored. We also have other medical missions that are done across Nigeria. For example, if there is a need in a particular state and an AMPA member raises his hand and says, you know what, I want to go to that state to conduct a medical mission, that person has the responsibility of being able to assemble a team. The only thing AMPA does is to ensure that quality is at the center of everything that is going to be done. Such missions are called AMPA certified missions.
Okay.
That is different from the AMPA sponsored mission.
Okay. Now, President-elect, after the AMPA week, how does AMPA ensure that the mission, the goal of the mission is sustained all through before the next mission comes the following year?
Thank you so much for that question. Like Dr. Adefuye just said, we do AMPA-sponsored missions. We also do AMPA-certified missions, which are different, multiple missions, more than a dozen in addition to the AMPA-sponsored mission.
Okay.
So our vision is for a healthier Nigeria in a healthier world. We try our best to make sure that wherever we go, because each year we pick a different area, a different state, wherever we go, we are impacting and transferring knowledge to last for a lifetime. Like I said before, AMPA would prefer not to do medical mission that is not needed, but at this time it is necessary. We would like a situation where we are in the country always and chipping away and trying to help more. But unfortunately, we cannot be, except in these versions of the sponsored mission and the certified mission. We also do a lot of education to help continue whatever it is that we do on the ground. And that is the transfer of skills. Because we want to identify, we want to stimulate the interests of our colleagues in other areas where medicine is going more technological. We are also doing advocacy on health issues, trying to get the government to make policies, health policies that would help better the lives of Nigeria. Again, it goes in agreement with our vision of a healthier Nigeria in a healthier world.
You know, we're winding down now. So, Dr. Adefuye, as part of the organizing, please give us the details again and what you want people to know, what you want the people themselves to do. Who are the people that are most likely to benefit from this mission project that you're on this time around?
Yes, we have the mission from the 4th to the 8th, and that is that we've conducted at LUT, the teaching hospital, there the Federal Technical Medical Center in Ebute Metta. That is going to be focused on healthcare delivery, and most of those who are going to benefit from those are the patients, and also the practitioners as part of transferring knowledge and skills. Then the convention proper itself starts on the 10th and it goes through the 12th. And we do understand one thing, that in Nigeria, a large percentage of healthcare delivery is still performed by private entities in Nigeria. It is towards this that we have actually collaborated with the Guild of Medical Directors in Nigeria, so that they actually can be part of the discourse. Because what we really want to do, a critical part of being able to deliver proper healthcare in Nigeria, is healthcare funding. Okay. And let's just face it, unless we don't want to face it, that's the truth. And for that reason, there are going to be several presidential panels. And we are bringing all the stakeholders in this area, the physicians, the bankers, other agencies who actually could contribute into funding and developing healthcare infrastructure in Nigeria. So that is that.
Okay.
So those presidential panels will address that. Then there is also the scientific portion, which actually grants continuing medical education credits to those who attend. So the scientific portion is there, and all those who actually attend who need to have CMEs will receive those CMEs. And it is actually for that reason that we're targeting not just the guild, we're targeting resident doctors, we're targeting physicians who work for the different state ministries all across Nigeria, for them to be part of the convention and scientific assembly.
We've run completely out of time now, Dr. Adefuye. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Dr. Adedeji Adefuye is ANPA 2025 Convention Local Organizing Committee Chairman. And we also had Dr. Getty Chiemeka Ayanwoke, who is ANPA President-elect, both of whom spoke to us from the United States. But I'm sure they will be part of the team that is coming to Nigeria next month.
That is correct.
That's correct. Thank you so much for having us.
And we look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Right. So when we come back, we've talked about ANPA. Now we're going to we'll be specific and talk about your eyes, optometry. See you soon.